Guys, how are you doing? I hope you are well. In last video, we went through our ancestry tree from first cell to our body. Its significance is that we are extremely lucky to be born on this planet Earth and currently to be alive on this planet Earth. Additionally, we are more lucky to be born as human being, else we could have been born as any other organism too. That makes it more necessary to find and understand the purpose of human life. In this video, we are going to look at ourselves as to who we are from another perspective. We will see how insignificant our life is. Let us start with first about alien creatures. You must have seen science fiction movies about alien creature visiting Earth. But these movies are fictional stories. However, if there is a real alien creature who comes and visits this planet Earth, it will be very interesting to find out how the creature looks like. First of all, it may not even look like what we have seen in the movies. The news networks like CNN, CBS and all other networks will be covering the story of alien visiting this planet Earth. There will be pictures of this alien in all major newspapers all over the world. We will have lots of questions about where they are from, how do they live, etc. However, think about it, folks. Think about it. That alien creature is you and me. Seriously, how did we ended up on this planet Earth when we think about the vast empty space in solar system, and our solar system is just one of the stars in this Milky Way galaxy. Our Milky Way galaxy has about 250 to 400 billion stars. That is billion with a B. And there are 200 billion to 2 trillion galaxies that we know about. That there are more number of galaxies than there are grains of sand on this planet Earth. It is mind-boggling, and how come you and me ended up on this planet Earth? We are that alien creature visiting this planet Earth for a very short time. Guys, do you know that in our schools they show planetary structure of our solar system, but it is not scaled right. They show all these planets of our solar system on one page. The reason they do that is to fit all these planets on one page, else they will require a paper that is the size of a football field. But let's look at the size of planets and how much vast empty spaces are between them. It will show the real scale of our solar system. It will show us that we are that alien creature on this planet Earth. Folks, I have taken this video from the website joshworth.com, and I want to thank him for creating this excellent site. Hello guys, we are going to scale the solar system so our moon becomes 1 pixel big. That's what it says here. If the moon were only 1 pixel big. And by the way, this is from joshworth.com. So first is our sun. Let's go to the sun. This is our sun. Now look at the distances, guys. This between these two marks, the distance is 100,000 kilometers. And between this one and this line, it is 1 million kilometer. So the distance between here and here is 1 million kilometer. Now you will see that how empty spaces are and how small our planets are. So I'm going to speed it up, and we are going to go from one planet to another planet, and you will see how the planets are very small and how large the empty spaces are between each planets. And I have to speed it up, else it is going to take a long time. So guys, let's go first to the first planet. This is the first planet of our solar system, which is Mercury, and it is about 60 million miles from the sun. The second one, and look at how small it is, and the distance, vast empty spaces between the planets. The second one is the Venus. Again, look at how small it is. And it is at 110 million kilometers away from Sun. The third planet is Earth, which is, look at how small it is. And we all are living on this planet Earth. And the empty spaces between these planets are mind-boggling. And we are 152 million kilometers away from Sun. Now we are going to go to the next planet. The next planet is Mars. And again, look at it, how small it is. And it is about 230 million kilometers away from the Sun. Now this is the Jupiter, and that it has 4 moons of its own, and it is about 781 million kilometers away from Sun. Look at the vast distances. Even though Jupiter is the largest planet, the distances between each planet is all empty space, and it is mind-boggling, guys. And this is Saturn, and it is 1.4 billion with the B kilometers away from the Sun. And this is Uranus. It is about 2.8 billion kilometers from the Sun, and this is the size of the Uranus. And Neptune is 4.5 billion kilometers away from Sun, and how small it is. This is Pluto, and it is about 5.9 billion kilometers away from the Sun. And again, guys, remember, this thing is 1 million kilometer. This one distance between these two big marks. And we'll continue our discussion. Folks, it is incomprehensible to gauge these distances. So let's look at distances using another analogy. Let us compare distances of this magnitude with analogy. Let us shrink our Sun to size of a grapefruit. The distances between Earth and Sun scales down to be about 15 meters. That is the vast space compared to the size of the Sun, that is the size of the grapefruit. But think about the size of our Earth. It becomes the size of pinhead, that is 1.3 millimeter in size. And we are living on this planet Earth. How insignificant we are, and how our life and our existence is insignificant. However, if you think about the Sun to the furthest planet Pluto, it is 600 meters. That is all empty space and nothing in there, and our existence is very tiny on this vast solar system, which is mostly dark empty space. But this is just our solar system. Let us now see how insignificant we are in the solar system and to our nearest star. In the scale that our sun is the size of a grapefruit, the nearest star is about 3,000 miles away. That is the distance from New York to San Francisco, and it is all empty dark space between the solar system and the nearest star. Think of us how insignificant we are and how insignificant our life is on this planet Earth that is the size of a pinhead. This is just our solar system, and as was mentioning, there are 250 to 400 billion stars in our Milky Way galaxy only, and there are 200 billion to 2 trillion galaxies in our universe. These are vast distances and it is mind-boggling. It is impossible to comprehend these large distances. Going back to our analogy of aliens, why did we ended up on this planet Earth? Aren't we aliens on this planet Earth for a very short time? In another 50 to 70 years, when we will be dead, our game of life will be over and we will be gone forever from this cosmos. Now let us compare the time frame of our life of 100 years to 3.5 billion years ago that the life existed on this planet Earth. The numbers millions, billions sounds very big, but it is hard to realize how big these numbers are. Again, let's take an analogy here to compare the number of million and billion years. On a time scale, a human life of 100 years does not seem that long compared to 4 billion years. But let's compare these figures in a different way. Let's scale the time frame down in such a way that 1 week represents the age of the Earth. On this scale, the age of the universe would be about 2 to 3 weeks. Interestingly, according to this model, human beings appeared on the Earth only about 10 seconds ago, and each individual human life that ever existed would only last for about less than a fraction of a second. On this vast time scale, human life is clearly very short. In the vast universe, Earth is very insignificant, and human life on this Earth seems even less significant than that. We see that our life is very insignificant in the large cosmos and is very short compared to the life existed on this planet Earth. However, even if it is short and insignificant, it is still very important as we do not want to throw it away. We still would like to know as to what is the best way to lead our lives. Guys, in this video, we looked at how insignificant we are. That is another perspective to look at ourselves as to who we are. This perspective, though interesting, did not yield us to finding the purpose of human life, but still it was very interesting. In next video, we are going to look at another perspective of who we are that will lead us to find the purpose of human life. We will be able to define the objective definition of ideal human life from that perspective. So guys, sit tight and we will go through the exciting journey to find the purpose of human life in next series of videos. Guys, thank you for listening and I will see you in the next video.